Hi everybody! Welcome to video number 3 of the program Chatting with Gracie. I created this program to discuss strategies to help you start losing weight without following any restricted diet. I also believe that everything is about following a lifestyle. So, my name is Grace Levine and I am a health coach. In today's episode, I'm gonna be talking about 7 healthy and easy breakfast recipes that will help you get in shape and have more energy. Let's go to it. Why I want to talk about breakfast and why I created this ebook. When I first moved here to the US 9 years ago, I was struggling to eat healthy. From when I was 12 until the age of 23, 24, I had a very big problem with eating healthy. I loved junk foods. I loved sweets and carbs, and I was drinking alcohol almost every day, stressed, overworked. And what I would do back there, I would always follow some type of diet to lose the weight for a bikini, for a dress, for a party, and after that event, I would gain all the weight back. And we all know this is not sustainable. It's very stressful for the body and for our mental health to be going up and down, up and down. I understand that we as humans, we always change. We have phases in our lives where life is more stressful, where we don't have too much time to focus on your health, or we don't have time for this, or we don't have time for that. But I also believe that everything is a mindset. When you have a mindset around a goal, you make the time to do whatever it is that you have to do. You make the time to do the groceries. So you make the time for, to plan ahead. And when you start, it might be motivation that will get you going. But what really keeps you going for a long time, doing whatever it is that you're trying to do, is really building habits and having discipline. That's really what comes to it. But anyway, I wanted to explain why I want to talk about this topic and why I created my ebook with 7 breakfast recipes. I I am someone that always looked for the quick fix. I always looked for the quick diet. I always looked for the quick, easy, miracle pill, miracle diet, quick fix. That was me for years. And I got tired of. Eventually, when I moved to the US, I was 24, getting close to my 25. I got to my heaviest weight ever, and I wasn't happy. I wasn't feeling good. And that's when I was in so much pain that I decided to change. When I first started changing my habits, my eating habits, and working really hard to eat healthy in general, I decided that I would just start with one thing. I was at this point, like I mentioned before, I had already tried many different diets and nothing was working. So I made one decision that I was going to eat a very healthy breakfast that was going to nourish my body with good nutrition and that would help me feel better. One thing that I want to talk about is that a lot of people get confused, very, very confused, and I was confused myself. And that's okay. When you think about eating a healthy diet or a healthy meal or a healthy breakfast, which is my topic, people always think about eating something that they don't like, or eating something that doesn't have any flavor, or eating something boring. And it doesn't need to be the way. And that's the whole point of having this mindset. We need to think about it. Why I want to eat healthy in the first place. What's bothering me? Is the way I feel, is the way I look. Okay, if I don't feel well and I don't look well and I'm not happy about it, I can do something. I can maybe start with one meal that's gonna be my best meal. And why breakfast? Because the morning sets the tone of your day, right? Like I see this all the time. Like I have seen this many years, and I see happening in my house where I right now I built a very strong discipline around my breakfast. I have a couple of options of different things that I do very quick. So it could be a smoothie, it could be a oatmeal, it could be an avocado toast, and could be a protein shake. I have all these options. And I always make sure I have these things home so I can go and make it very quick if I didn't prep. But why is it important to give attention to your breakfast? Is because just from you sometimes not eating, rushing in the morning, not eating a good meal, that triggers cravings and anxiety and stress and negative mood. So now, if you're leaving your house to work, you're stressed, you are not being nice to the people around you, even your family. And then it just creates other problems along the way versus you maybe waking up a little early, prepping your breakfast, have this intention of having a good breakfast and going for that can change your whole day. That can change everything for you. And I say that because I see this happening in my house. I still see my husband sometimes rushing around phone calls and Zooms, and there's so much things going on that he forgets to eat breakfast. And guess what? Now he's feeling exhausted, has zero energy, is not in a good mood with people around him. And if he only had a breakfast instead of getting to the point where he didn't have any energy, everything would change. And the other thing is that we call that the triple effect, right? So if you are in a bad mood around a negative energy, that's where you're spreading. So it's not even just about you, it's about you think around the people that surround you, your coworkers or family. Like you want to feel good so you can be a better you. And it gets very deep because a lot of people struggle to just having this habit of having a good breakfast. And I see with my clients all the time. And just 2 days ago, I was talking to someone and she was like, oh, I need to change my diet. I don't know like what to eat in the morning. And I gave her a couple of ideas. And then I asked, what do you do in the morning? How's your routine? And then she told me, when I don't wake up early, I go to Starbucks. And then what happens at the Starbucks? Usually, if you go to a Starbucks, what are you gonna crave? A sugary coffee that tastes good. So you feel good at the moment. And then not only that, you're gonna crave what? The muffin, you're gonna crave the bagel, you're gonna crave whatever it is that's there that is gonna go good with the sugary drink. Now you have a huge spike in your insulin and you're gonna feel happy for a few minutes. But 30 minutes later, you're gonna feel tired, you're gonna crave other things. And now, guess what? Lunch time, you're starving. Now you're gonna have pizza. Now you're gonna have whatever, all the cookies in the office or whatever people offer. So if you start changing your breakfast, believe me, it will change your whole day. Because when I changed my breakfast, when I was back there in 2013, when I decided to change, I changed my breakfast. And before I knew, I was changing my whole life. I was like, I need to drink my water. I feel great. I wanna start meal prepping my lunch, make sure I have a salad, make sure I have more vegetables, make sure I have a lean protein. It's gonna be worth it. So everything is connected. But sometimes if your morning doesn't start right, your whole day could be a mess. And the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And remember, we are not what we do sometimes, right? If you just go to the gym once a week, what is that gonna do for you? Not much. But if you go consistent for 3 days every week, a year from a year later, 2 years later, that's when you start seeing results. The same thing happens with nutrition. Like you don't eat 1, 2, 3, 4 meals completely healthy, and then you go crazy the other days. Nothing is gonna happen. So I really believe it needs to be like a lifestyle change in order for you to really get in shape and stay in shape and also be happy. That's the most important thing. Just be and feel happy about the work, about your choice. And that's what I think it's very important. And that's why I am creating this video. Now I just want to talk about a couple of benefits of eating a healthy breakfast in the morning. Benefit number one, you feel less stress. Benefit number two, you have less craving. Benefit number three, you are going to start wish to eat healthier meals throughout your day. You're gonna, by eating a healthy breakfast, you're gonna be shocked. By lunchtime, you're gonna feel good, you're gonna be drinking your water, and you're gonna start saying no for whatever junk people start offering around you. Why? Because you had a good breakfast. And how you have a good breakfast? You do groceries, you plan ahead, you wake up early, you have the intention of putting something good inside your body so you can function well. And that's when the miracle happens. When you do one good habit, you trigger an action to the next good habit. Remember, when you do a bad habit, you're triggering a bunch of actions to take other bad habits all along the way. So believe me, this is very powerful. I just want to talk about one thing that I hear a lot, right? What is it? 3 reasons why you and a lot of people are not eating a good, healthy breakfast. So here we go. Excuse number one, not to eat a good breakfast. You don't have what you need at home. That's excuse number one. If you don't do groceries weekly, you will never have what you need at home. Therefore, you're never gonna eat, and therefore, you're never gonna achieve your goals. And the other excuses that I hear is that I don't have time to plan ahead, right? So you don't have time, right? There's a couple of ways that you can solve this problem. If you have zero time to do groceries, there is an amazing service offered by Amazon Prime. We all go on Amazon to buy many things that we don't need. I have bought many things that I didn't need. But there's one amazing service that you can get it. It's whole food delivery, right? And I think like when it comes to nutrition, more money you invest, more energy you invest into your health, more you're gonna keep to it, right? Because just imagine, you tell me you don't have time to do groceries. I'm telling you that Whole Foods will deliver your groceries. Yeah, it's expensive to do every 2 weeks, right? Have the routine. As long as you do your groceries, you will have what you need. You don't need to do the groceries every day. Do twice a month. If you have the time, do every week. Simple as that. They can deliver to you. If you have zero time, you can get your groceries delivered to your door. All you gotta do is put away. Okay, so that excuse that you don't have time, I am sorry. If you don't have time, Zero is just because this is not a priority for you. Because we all have 24 hours every day. It's not that you don't have time, I would say. It's just that this is not a priority. That's it. It's not a priority. But we all have time. It's just, again, go back to planning ahead. We need to be intentional about what we're doing with our health, what we're doing with our life. Because you turn the TV on, all the advertisements is about food. All of them is about junk food. It's crazy. Take control of your health, take control of your life because nobody's going to do for you. Nobody. We are the only ones that can control and decide what we put inside our body. Is that helping me feel good? Is that helping me look good the way I always wanted? No, then you have the power to change. Really. Okay, another excuse that I hear a lot from even some of my clients is that when I wake up, I have zero time for breakfast. I'm like, what time do you wake up? I wake up at 7. I need to leave my house by 7:30. And no. Okay, so what about if you just try to go to bed 15 minutes earlier? Maybe you can spend less time on Instagram, right? Maybe you can just put your phone into sleep. This is, I think, I have been doing. You see this phone here? I'm putting this phone to sleep because I need to. This is an amazing device that we have that can help us, can also destroy our lives. So if you have 30 minutes to be on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever it is, and you don't think about that you can go to bed 15 minutes early so you can wake up early and have a peaceful breakfast, then what are you doing? Right? Like, just make the commitment. I'm going to bed a little bit early. Why? Because I want to wake up earlier than everybody else in my house. That drives me crazy. I want to have peace. I mean, a peaceful cup of tea, a peaceful coffee, do a minute meditation if you can, and make your breakfast in peace. Make that a habit, like a thing that you do for yourself instead of stressing out, running around, leaving the house like crazy. Or if you're working from home, you're not even getting dressed, right? You just jump in here on the computer and don't get any water. So start being more aware of your time and just wake up a little bit early if you can. You always can. Just go to bed a little bit early. That's it. Okay, now we're going to talk about the most important part of this whole video, which is how can I start changing my breakfast right now, my breakfast routine today? What is it I needed to do, Grace? This is the step-by-step that you're gonna please write down and do it, okay? Step number 1, do groceries. Go to the supermarket and buy yourself some good items that you can eat in the morning. I'm just gonna mention a couple of them that I have on my ebook. Okay, so you don't need to eat what I eat. You don't need to eat anything that you don't like. But this ebook here is just gonna give you some ideas of what you can do. My ebook with 7 easy breakfast recipes to help you lose weight or get in shape or start eating healthy. But also, I want you to love what to eat. So if you don't know how to start, if you don't know what's a healthy breakfast, you can start just by trying some of my recipes, okay? I put a lot of love to create this ebook because today I like to focus on ingredients that nourish my body, that has fiber, that helps me helps my skin. So I created this ebook thinking about recipes that have ingredients that are actually very beneficial to you. Okay, so here you have the cover, and then you have a little intro about me, and this is my Instagram, and this is my favorite quote. Every journey starts with one single step. Every journey begins with a single step. And that's anything in life, guys. Uh, there we have I have the shopping list. So if you don't know what to buy when you go do your groceries, this is the one of my favorite oats that I like to make my oatmeal in the morning. It's great to make overnight because this one is gluten-free from Trader Joe's, but here's the picture. I show you right here. This is my favorite one. I am not sensitive to gluten, but my husband is, so this is the one that I buy, gluten-free, rolled oats. This is the one that you can cook in 5 minutes, or when you're making overnight oats, it tastes amazing. It really has a very nice consistency. That's why I love. And also it's good to make you can even make a smoothie with. So I always have these rolled oats home. Why? It's a very good source of fiber, and it keeps me full for a long period of time. The amount that I use in most of my oats are it's a half cup, but you gotta try and see if half cup is too much or too little and adjust. Okay, these are just recipes for you to try. So let me show you. I have here a smoothie. The smoothie is very low in calorie. Okay, this is not supposed to be the only thing you're having for breakfast. You're probably gonna be hungry if you only have that. So just make sure you are also, if you're hungry, make sure you eat other things. But this smoothie is just something that you can make as a dessert or breakfast. If you're having as breakfast, you can even have eggs on the side if you eat eggs. Here's on frozen banana, 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, 20 grams of vanilla protein powder, or 2 tablespoons. I think it's pretty much the same amount. If you use 2 tablespoons, or if you use 20 grams, is the same. And you have the macros here. This is the strawberry smoothie. I love to drink this in the middle of the afternoon as a snack or in the morning. It's really good and refreshing. I use 1 frozen banana. I always frozen the ripe ones because they're sweet. 1 cup of frozen strawberry, 1 cup of unsweetened almond milk, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. Chia seeds is also an amazing uh, item that you can start adding to your everyday foods. So I like to have every single day 1 tablespoon of chia seeds or 1 tablespoon of flax seeds. But I switch it up. Right now I'm more towards chia seeds. And 20 grams or 2 tablespoons of the protein powder. That's a very good smoothie that will keep you feeling good for maybe 1 or 2 hours. But again, if these calories is too low for the type of life you have, you can always use 2 frozen bananas, or you can use 2 cup of frozen strawberries, or you can use 2 cup of unsweetened almond milk. It's up to you. You gotta see what is that you need. But this is just an idea of recipes with healthy ingredients. Okay, here you have, this is one of my favorites for summer, is the blueberry smoothie bowl. It's just 1 cup of frozen blueberries, 1 frozen banana, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds. It's pretty much the same ingredients, guys. That's what I'm saying. If you decide that you're gonna do your groceries, that's the most important thing. You do your groceries, right? Here's the list. You do your groceries. If you don't know what you're gonna buy, just go here to the shopping list. And it's all about having the ingredients home for when you need. So here I have what you should always have home if you want to make these smoothies, an everyday meal, or eat this oatmeal every day. What are you gonna have to need home? Rolled oats. Where can you buy it from? Trader Joe's has it. I know Whole Foods has it. Many other supermarkets is gonna have rolled oats. Then you just keep home. Another thing that I like to have home for a very quick oatmeal, it's unsweetened instant oatmeal. This one is from Trader Joe's. You just mix with hot water, and then you just add your toppings, and you'll have an amazing breakfast. Chia seeds I like to buy from Costco because it's cheaper and you get a lot of more, but also you can get from anywhere. It's a black small seed, super powerful. Good to have in your everyday eating as well. Almond milk, it's something that I always have home to make smoothies, to make oatmeals, to drink. This is something you can buy from anywhere. Frozen blueberries, I always have frozen blueberries at home. I don't know when was the last time I ran out of blueberries. I always have. Blueberries is a super fruit. Has many benefits. You don't eat this type of food because for nothing. It's because they have very good nutrients to your body, to your skin, to make you feel good. That's why we eat these items. Try to eat these ingredients, put these ingredients inside your body every day. It's like if your body is a car, right? Let's say you have this very expensive car, very expensive car, and you only want to put the best fuel inside it. That's how you need to think about your body. It's the same thing. So those are all super fuel. Okay. Frozen mangoes are amazing. I also always have frozen mangoes at home. Why? Because they're great for oatmeals, and I also like to make them, put them in salads. I like to blend them with milk and drink with a little honey. It's so good. Another one is frozen strawberry. I love frozen strawberries. Also great to make smoothies and oatmeals. Banana is a fruit that I always have home as well. Organic apples, love to have organic apples at home. Why? Because they're just easy to take on the go. It's the easiest. Bananas and apples are the easiest fruits that you can just take to go with you. And I love to have spinach because I like to add them to the smoothies, make quick salad, or just saute very quick with any meal. It's just a way to get your greens when you're busy and running around. If you always have spinach home, is better than no greens. And a lot of times I'm running out of greens. I always have spinach. And I like to use the liquid stevia to put it in some of my meals that don't have like any flavor. I don't use sugar at home, so I will use sometimes liquid stevia. But if I am craving honey, I'll just have some honey instead. But it's liquid stevia and honey are my go-to when it comes to sweetening things. And cinnamon, I love to put cinnamon everywhere. I've been taking for years, never got sick. So this is the shopping list to be able to make this breakfast. This breakfast. So here you have the shopping list to make all this beautiful, amazing breakfast. Again, banana cinnamon smoothie, very easy to make in the morning. Strawberry smoothie, very easy to make in the morning. If you need more calorie, you can add half cup of oats. You can add a little bit peanut butter, a little bit almond butter, even like a half avocado, just Be creative. Those are ideas. You don't need to make the same exactly ones. The blueberry smoothie bowl, I love to make when it's summertime. I put granola on top and peanut butter, and it's amazing. I love it so much. The other thing that will help you make a breakfast is just going, for the overnight oats. You can make this the night before and have ready next morning. That's what I like to do. I usually make three at a time. So I'm like three mornings. I wake up. I have nothing to think about a breakfast. This one is the apple one and the mango one and the bananas. The recipe for these three oats are the same. We're just changing the fruit. Okay. Here we're using mango. Here we're using banana. Here we're using, no, over there we're using apple. But the base is the same. It's always 1 cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, half cup of rolled oats, and you don't need to think. And the protein, of course. And you just mix it up on the mason jar, keep it in the refrigerator overnight for up to 5 days. It still is gonna be good and tastes amazing. I love this. Overnight oats. And the other one, this is the one that I do sometimes, is just a quick smoothie with a quick oats if I only have like 5 minutes. Will be one quick healthy breakfast to have in the morning, of course. I like to add a little bit peanut butter to the top and maybe a little bit honey, if it's too boring. Like, it depends how I feel, but you can just do the same. Be creative. Of course, have common sense. Don't put 4 spoons of peanut butter, then it's gonna be crazy high calorie breakfast, but just have common sense. And that's it, guys. Here I have the vegan proteins I love. I love the Viva Life. It's a vegan protein. Sometimes I buy the women's best. It's just very easy to mix with water anywhere. And I get my mason jars from Amazon, which the link is right here. And here you have the photos of the oats I'm using. You don't need to use the same ones. You can go to any other supermarket and get it. And that's it. This is my first ebook, and I really hope these recipes will give you some guidance on where to start eating a healthy breakfast and how to getting prepared as well, because it's all about being prepared. It's all about being prepared and having your game together. Okay, so I really hope you got some great value from this video. And please, if you make any of these recipes, tag me on it. I would love to see how you're using my recipes and how are you being creative and adding other things that you like and making your own favorite thing. Doesn't need to be the same way I do mine. And every day we feel different. Every day we have different feelings, different hormones, different emotions, different cravings. It doesn't matter how healthy you eat, your life is always gonna be going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, and that's okay. It's part of this journey. The most important thing is to always be trying to do your best, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish with your weight loss journey or fitness journey. Just keep looking to get better every single day, and the rest will come. Okay, just believe in the process. And I see you soon for video number 4. Thank you so much, and I see you next week. Bye.